way, you're that way. Do, you're probably inside. Do. Oh god. Do. Yeah, I thought it would be in here. Ba 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 beds bum 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 ba 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 people bum 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 Alpha Norden Drillamont and that guy Emmerich is his name and some other woman thing and there's you of course. No one cares. Oh god, that Chocobo theme. There he is, and none the worse for wear. What? Was there ever any doubt that the warrior of light would succeed? Yes, there was lots. I think I speak for all of us when I say I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. Do I have to in front of these people who hate heretics? Then we were all too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life. An outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have Alexander to thank. Yes, you are right, of course, Sir Emmerich. We should be content with what we've accomplished. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Of course she's still a threat. Aye, there is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillamont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toe. Of that I have no doubt. I take it that these are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from House Fortam's caravan. Less the crystals which comprised the bulk of the shipment, yes, scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. On an unrelated note, Alexander, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? Sure. 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. You know, I respect him more. At least someone wanted to come with us and help. None of you lovely people who I'm not going to swear at did. You all stood back and were like, no. Him and his adventure friends can do it. They've got this. If they die, oh well, we'll get a new one. Ow. Every time. The stairs right there, I always jump off. I'll just walk off the sprained ankle. If our business here is concluded, we should attend to Sir Emmerich in the intercessory. Why am I talking to you? That sounded really rude. I apologize. What were you thinking, Alex? Waging your very being on a dubious theory that might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarned to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway? And then engaging the abomination in mortal combat. By the fury, Alex, 'tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight at your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you're here now, and that's what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wishes to have words with you and Master Alphino in private. He awaits in the intestines. I like this guy. He actually gives a crap. Pray, go on ahead without me, Alex. Another matter requires my attention, but I shall join you anon. It sounds like he cares more than most of the people I've met so far. Maybe not the sylphs. Especially one, God rest her soul. Yeah, it was. Greetings, sir. Do you want to go in? Yeah. Voice acting? Please?
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks.
Thank you.
Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautalon.
Is that how you say that? Nautalon? I still say Natalan. Like Matalan.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard Zoma could return?
Really? You say Zoma? Oh, I've been saying it wrong all this time.
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am. Now, why do you suppose that is?
You've got a lot of money. You're good with the sword. Snake's tongue.
Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs.
The tongue one, then.
You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Eorzea, if you would be so kind.
Eorzea. Great, I was saying his name wrong as well. Have I got anyone's name right so far?
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Why didn't you tell me I was saying your name wrong? Probably because I wasn't saying your name when you weren't around. No, wait, no, other way around. Anyways. Quest complete. There we go. I was gonna say, is that not gonna do? Eyes unclouded. For one with reason to celebrate, Alfred looks rather grim. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reprisal of the primal threat, and of our approach to combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Guardian believes that the primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beasts to be justified by default. Imagine that, if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but her civilized people as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Oh god. Okay, I thought I'd skipped one there. Where before we were to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. Might I speak unadvisedly? Come, Alex. It is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. Shoop, 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 shoop. Is it going to have a really long black loading screen? I bet it is. Do 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 ba ba da bum ba ba da bum ba ba bum 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 ba da bum ba now bum ba now bum ba now bam 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 bam. And to anyone wondering, that was the Thomas the Tank Engine theme. Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, that is one of those songs that'll never vanish. Also, if you really want to enjoy something, look up the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Thomas the Tank Engine song. It's great. There's little fortune and far less fame in being a receptionist, but one must be realistic. Also, it would seem I was grossly misinformed regarding the average earnings of a street performer. Yeah, it's like a tuppence. A tuppence. True, young leaders can be more amenable to new ideas. Then again, their lack of experience and influence can hinder the ability to enact reforms. I do not fault Sir Emmerich for being less than forthcoming with his benefits. Not even the highborn are beyond the reach of the Inquisition. Ah, forgive me, Alex. I thought I had prepared enough meals for everyone, but the others were most hungry. So you're just gonna stand there? Okay. Our stock of wine have nearly run dry. The Charlian scholar is drinking us out of house and home. What do you do? I was gonna sing, what do you do with the drunken sailor? What you two do is your own business, but don't say I didn't warn you. Trying to tumble the table now, are we? Don't give up yet, boy. Ida, line him up. Sorry, pretty alright. That's just get a nice picture. Oh, there's some pickles in a jar. Stop moving your head, you drunk bugger. Calm yourself, cold it. It's just a little sip after practice. Clears up the cobwebs no end. Are you? Oh, it's a bottle. I thought you had like a wine glass. A sip before practice, a sip after practice. And all too often a sip during practice. I do believe Brea is having quite a bad influence on you. Where the hell are the kids? I haven't seen them this entire thing.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole.
The whole part is very important.
Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Curthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
Oh, I've got lots to say on that. Lots that you...
Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
I was going to say lots that you in particular would be interested in hearing. But okay.
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
That sort of makes sense.
Master Louisoix's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog XII was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
Now that I didn't realize. But she used the echo, which explains that. Could we do the same? What better to combat a primal threat than a primal threat?
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
The echo.
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you.
What, the ones from Heidelin?
Hear, feel, think. Heidelin speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard-Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.